What's going on, guys? Welcome to this week's video. My name is Eric Favors and I am an Olympic shot put thrower.
Damn, Tune, you made this?
And today I'm going to be reviewing 5 NFL superstars that you didn't know through shot put. And if I think that they will be able to throw in the Olympics, I'm going to tell you their PR and actually review their throw. So stay tuned and let's get into the video. First, starting out, we have Estonia legend Marcus Hunt. So, funny story, I actually heard about him years ago with my Estonian friend, and he said that he was his favorite NFL player, and I couldn't believe it. And yeah, he actually was I think he played in the league for over 10 years, and his story was unbelievable because he came to America on an athletic scholarship on the men's program at SMU, but actually he ended up switching because they got rid of the men's track team. So then he decided to stay in SMU and then try American football. So then he tried to do football. He switched to football and then became like an NFL starter and played and had a really, really long year. But he was also a junior world champion in the discus and I believe in the shot put. So he just was like really, really gifted, very explosive, and that's why he got the scholarship to the United States. But then a little bit of luck of the men's program getting cut, he ended up getting a chance to play in the NFL for a number of years. But we are going to be reviewing his throw. He was never an Olympian, but he was on the path. So bringing it back to the glide around that time, it was very prevalent. A lot of people in Europe did the glide and him shooting back, staying back. This is crazy. So he is a massive guy. So you see that drive, him staying down and back. I feel like the Europeans, they have a really, really good technique, and that is exactly what you see here. It's just textbook, and then you see him actually working the ground, getting the separation, and then just firing through for a big throw. And a lot of Estonians stick that finish like that, and it's actually pretty funny. So they just stick it, but man, it's textbook. Beautiful throw, and I believe this was like his PR. It was like over like 2050 or something like that to win the World Juniors. But incredible athlete, and without a doubt, if this guy would have continued to throw and had the throwing career he had, I think he was beating all of Gert Cantor's records. So he has all like the youth records moving up. So if you guys don't know, Gert Cantor was also an Olympic champion, and this guy was taking him out of the record books, but then stopped to play football. So he definitely would have been an Olympic athlete. But really good technique. Only thing I would say is that left arm should be a little bit longer, but it's just textbook drive all the way through, the separation, hips, driving, power. And that's beautiful. I love the glide, and it flies. Let's see it fly. Yeah, over that line. So what a legend, and now we're going to be moving on. So NFL superstar right now, Tristan Wors. So this was a couple of years ago. I remember hearing him actually in high school. This guy was a 66-foot glider. A lot of gliders in high school, and this guy is massive. He's probably like 6'6". I would assume he's around like 300 at this time, but just a long finish, stays on that shot put, and it flies. It's pretty cool that it's on the turf. This was actually at Drake Relays, which if you guys are around that area, it is a massive track event for a lot of athletes. So let's see. See him shoot back, push, far throw. So let's break down the throw right here. So him dropping down is pretty good. I like his drive in the middle of the circle, but you see how his head and he shifts already to the finish, and he's preparing to that finish. I like his finish a lot, but you can't shift that early. If you guys saw the Hunt video a couple of seconds ago, you saw him staying down when that foot landed. Like now his foot landed and his weight is shifted in between his legs. So that's not a powerful position, but I'm sure that he wasn't learning too much technique. And then, he still threw 66 feet, which in high school was incredible. But to get over that 70-foot line and to be an Olympian, that's the technique stuff that you kind of need. But this guy had so much potential. And I bet if he would have stuck with throwing, he would have been a problem on the scene. Just sure strength and actually just power. I remember seeing a video of him cleaning like 455 pounds for two in college, and I knew this guy was wired. So I guarantee you, if he continued to throw, he would be a problem as well. So Tristan is a beast, and we're going to be moving on. So this is the national record. Michael Carter, Super Bowl champion and also an Olympian. I added him to the list because he did have a long NFL career. He played with the 49ers back in the day, and he is a legend. So I had to add him. I know he was already an Olympian, and he actually medaled at the Olympics as well, but yeah, I just had to put it in here. So yeah, this is unbelievable how much power he has. And funny story, my track coach in high school actually was at this meet. We had a thrower come and actually be in this competition when he broke the world record. It was in the California meet. I think it was like the Gold Coast or something. It used to be a huge meet back in high school. All the top athletes would go. And yeah, I'm from New York, so yeah, people would come from all across the country. But looking back at this, breaking it down, I love him staying low, driving. It just reminds me of like a football position. And you see when he lands in that power position, all the weight is back. And then once he lands in the front, he just shifts and his hips just take over. And then he just has a crazy drive onto that shot put. It's basically like an explosive jump. Man, and that's how that sucker went 81 feet. Unbelievable. Nobody has even came remotely close. I think Krauser is the closest, and he threw 77 feet, which is a bomb of a throw, but 81 feet in the whole grand scheme of things is a unbelievable, remarkable record. So, man, he was jumping with that thing. Unbelievable. I used to watch this video all the time and try to imitate that. But, yeah, man, in high school I was a glider, so watching this, it didn't make any sense to me, but what a beast. But Michael Carter, NFL superstar and an Olympian. So my bet, if he would just have gone with shot put, he definitely would have had the world record, and he also would have been an Olympic gold medalist. He already had a bronze, and I think that season actually he came off with an injury. So he had an injury, ended the season short, and then he made the push to try to make it to the Olympics. So incredible athlete, and I actually took a picture with him. So real nice guy, real Texas dude, and yeah, what a beast. Now we have Joe Thomas. He's arguably one of the best offensive linemen in this last generation. Incredible guy, incredible athlete. And he played for the Browns for a number of years, I think over 10 years. All pro, everything, all, accolades, and also a high elite shot putter. Great technique as well. Actually, my throws coach now threw with him in high school. So it's a funny story. I think he actually beat him to take, the last place in finals. So let's see his technique. Let's break it down. Really, really good movement. He wasn't as big as he was, obviously, playing football and in the NFL. But look, he's actually staying down and back, driving, staying low, and then working that arm up and around, working the ground. Man, textbook movement. I really like his leg movement and just that finish over the toe board. Man, he would be a problem if he would have continued to throw, because that is actually how you got to do it. And he actually threw in college as well. And I'm pretty sure he was like all conference and all that. But, obviously his obligation was football. But, hats off for you for doing both and having an incredible career in football. But I'm curious if he would have continued to throw, would he have been an Olympian with his movement? I mean, I'm not going to call him out. He has some of the best glide technique for an NFL superstar. I would say he's really working that left arm at the finish, working the ground, and I love how he gets over the toe board. I think he would be a really, really big contender, especially how big he is. Like, look, him gliding, he's gliding just a little bit, and he's already across the circle, which is unbelievable. He's a giant, so he has the height advantage for sure. So I think his personal best was around like 65. So, yeah, what a beast. And look at the times. Look at the little kid by him holding the tape. his outfit's pretty 90s for you. But, man, what a beast. NFL legend. And now we're going to be moving on to a NFL Super Bowl champion winner. So stay tuned, and we're going to be moving on to an NFL Super Bowl champion. A quarterback that's also a shot putter. So let's see who it is. We have Jaylen Herz. That guy was throwing in Texas, which, if you guys know, in Texas, it's some of the most competitive state to throw the shot put. It's unbelievable. And I don't even know if he has throwing shoes on, honestly. But his movement's not too bad. You see him when he lands in the front, he is in the middle of his feet, like he's not staying down and back with that upper body. I'm sure he has other obligations, throwing the rock and handling his business there. But he was doing his thing in the shot put ring. He knew enough to look comfortable around, and I'm pretty sure they said he has a school record. So he threw 46 feet, which was pretty good. He tried to get over. You see that long drive? He tried to throw it like a football. But, yeah, he needs to rotate them legs a little bit better. But still, you see that long drive. He is not the furthest thrower on this list at all. All the other guys, I think, were all offensive linemen. Obviously, it's a big man sport. But, man, hats off for him for getting in the ring. I know he was super strong in high school, squatting the house. He was a power lifter. He did multiple things. He wore multiple hats. But, yeah, I don't know if he would be in the Olympics. He has to work on his technique, and first off, he has to get throwing shoes. So, yeah, I don't know if throwing was his career. Good thing he picked football and stuck with that, because I think, that kind of panned out for him. So,
if you guys liked the video, please smash the like button. Let me know what you guys want to see next, and I'll see you guys next week. See you.